What's going on? Move the Mouse here, back in City Skylines, the town of Springdale, with our Let's Play Season 4, Episode number 19. And normally I try and get this one out right after the stream on Sunday, but couldn't do it, so I'm recording this thing first thing Monday morning. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that came out last night. If you couldn't make it and you want to contribute, there is a link down below, and the fundraiser is still open. We were hoping initially to raise $100, and we posted on social media before the stream, and we got $70 right away. So we figured let's bump it up to $250, because that should be a pretty good goal. And we were going to match, Applebuddy and I were going to match up to $250, and we hit that pretty fast. And we went so far above and beyond, I couldn't even imagine it was going to be such a success for our first charity stream. When we ended the stream, we were at $1,011. And as of this morning, looks like somebody watched it last night and decided to contribute another 21 to it. 20 for the cause and 1 for the dad moves that some of you enjoyed, and others, like Adia, paid me to actually stop dancing, which I think is the more reasonable response to my dad moves. But either way, I'm so glad that so many people came out and contributed to such a wonderful cause. So I did have the stream named incorrectly, so if you saw it come up as Springdale, we were playing the PC build, and man, is there going to be a ton of cleanup to do on that one. So if you didn't see it, we did a little bit of building, got a little bit productive, but then the donations turned into requests for disasters, so we're going to have a ton of cleanup to do on that city next week. Next week, the stream is going to be on Saturday, because Game of Thrones picks back up on Sunday, so I'm going to probably shift to Saturdays for the Game of Thrones season, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. But either way, time for a little Let's Play City of Springdale, and let's kind of see where we're at. So I had a ton of demand for commercial and industrial. Industrial, we've been meeting with office, and I extended this grid out a little bit, making a mess over here, and connected some of these roads back in so we wouldn't create too many intersections. Speaking of, when I did create intersections over here, I didn't mod the traffic lights. So let's just double check this alley here. There's definitely going to be some inappropriate traffic lights on this one. I'm okay with it there, but not where the 2 lanes meet the 6 lanes. We don't need stoplights on the on those intersections. We're totally fine, or should be fine for the most part, to do stop signs on side streets. Now we will at some point have to continue some of these metro lines out, but I wanted to work on this gridding a bit. This bottom half of this tunnel, let me show you here. The green line, this one's the busiest one right now with, whoops, that's not metro, 1,131 passengers. So that one is connecting people from the monorail station, which connects a bus line, connects the red line that we have on the north side of lower half of the city. That connects there. It runs people through the bus station, through office and commercial, into residential, and into the zoo. And that one is a really popular line right now. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. Maybe throw some more cars on there if people are waiting at the stations. So we did have some problems kind of starting to crop up, and you can see the residual effects of some of those here. There's not enough goods to sell. That's the problem that commercial businesses are having. So we need more industry effectively. Regular office doesn't quite do it. IT clusters do give us more goods to sell. So actually, let's take a look at something here. Before too many businesses move in, this reminds me. So this is all office block right here. I think we want to do some more IT cluster, most likely. I want to figure out where I can cram that in. Maybe we could modify this a little bit. Not sure why that isn't zoned. That's interesting. Let's do that. This is technically a park, but let's throw some office in there since nothing's been happening in there anyways. Do a little footpath back through the offices. We can get rid of these food carts. We'll redecorate afterwards. We need the zoning. Let's see how much... We've got a ton of office over here. We need some more pockets of IT cluster to help produce goods that will then in turn get sold, but it is settling down quite a bit. What I think might be a good project is we need more coverage through here. We need more road coverage, I should say. So we need to move this cemetery. There's a couple metro stops that we have to move. And I might carry the 6 lane, which is kind of a major artery, through here, or at the very least convert it into a 4 lane. Maybe we can do that to see how that handles it. So let's do that. Let's get expanding here. First thing we'll do is we'll get this cemetery out of here temporarily. Relocate now that it's empty. Throw it over here. Oh, no we won't. We'll throw it over here next to the other one for now. We've got money and it's just easier, so I could have blown away the cemetery too, I guess. Let's get rid of the metro there and the metro here. We haven't really rethought these lines out this way, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll move this Bird and Bee Haven. Move that temporarily to our unique building storage over here. So yeah, so just to chime back on it, because it is absolutely above and beyond what we thought we were going to do in our first charity stream. Community behind this game and behind this channel is just absolutely amazing. So for all of those that came out last night, we really can't thank you enough. It was absolutely amazing. Stunned us, and why can we not upgrade to this type? There we go. We'll mess up all our buildings through here. So I think it would be kind of nice to, you can support more traffic here. Switch to the median 4 lane roads, right? That could be all right. We're gonna move a ton of stuff out to do it. We have to move the clock tower temporarily. But yeah, what an amazing turnout last night. Everybody came in big with the donations, and every little bit helps. Even if you're just sharing the information on it, the fundraiser is still open. I originally set the end date through April, figuring we weren't going to do as well as we did. But just again, absolutely amazing. Runt coming through huge, got us to our goal early with a big donation, and then decided to help us round off to 1,000 when we were getting close. So, Runt, thank you so much for the support. Adia, obviously, as well. She was keeping the donations rolling in to keep people motivated. So it was just an amazing team effort. Everybody that contributed, just again, so thankful for that amazing stream last night. It really was. It was tons of fun. Got to make a fool out of myself with some terrible dancing. And all in all, I think it was a great success. We're gonna have to move a metro station there. Let's see what we gotta move around here. So we gotta move fire station temporarily. Pull out that metro station. Oh, police, there we go. What won't it let me do there? Go across the street for now. And we'll see how these, the dividers technically make it a little bit different. The dividers technically make it a little difficult to turn to the left side of the road. And if we wanted to, we could upgrade, usually for the most part, to the 6-lane roads. Sometimes on curves, it will mess up some buildings, but you can generally change a 4-lane road to a 6-lane road without having to rebuild everything. So we've got that coming all the way down here. What, get rid of this one metro station. Back to our 4-lane roads with bike lanes and upgrade that last one, coming in down here to the coast. Now we can support a little bit more traffic through here. De-zoned a ton of stuff, but that is okay. Let's come in and correct that, and then we can move some of our uniques back in. But now we're just kind of playing the traffic maintenance mini game, right? At this point, money's not really an issue. What are we at? $13.8 million in the bank now. Pulling in $16,000 per period. Not making the most money that I've seen at this size city, but we've enacted some policies. I believe free transit is on right now. I could be mistaken. But, you know, we're not worried about making money as much now. We've done all our big purchases, and it's just aesthetics and the logistics of traffic at this point. So we'll keep doing little projects to improve things, and sometimes something as simple as just providing more traffic through an arterial area like this is going to make a big difference. But we'll have to rebuild our metro routes as a part of this, because we are kind of breaking that ability. That all looks good. This doesn't need a single residential square there. Of course, we don't need a single commercial square either. A little funny how that one lined up. That should be good. I guess we don't need... A little funny how those squares are lining up. We'll see if they kind of overwrite other businesses. They might. Very odd how some of those are lining up, but we'll take it. Clean that spot up. And what we should do is, let's hit play real quick. And let's see what a mess we made of metros down here. It might be good to get these metros hooked back up. Our demand's pretty low, so I don't expect that to rebuild immediately. So we've got metro tunnels and a totally broken line down here. Let's see what line that was. Purple line. Pause it real quick. Metro, this one? Yeah, let's delete that one. Well, before things move back in, let's drop some stations in. Oh, space is already occupied by the tunnel. Let's go in and get the tunnels out of here. We'll reconnect them again. We have the money. Normally we would just kind of curve this back into the new stations, especially since it's running very parallel to the road, but for me it's just going to be easier to kind of reconnect all that. So we've got stations over here. I would probably like to rethink this. It is kind of looped into the airport right now. May not be a bad thing. But is it necessarily the way that we want to go? I want to have one that kind of follows this main 6-lane road through here. I like this one to kind of come from up there as well. Hook people into the bus station. There's our inappropriate route created on the live stream by accident. I wasn't expecting it to route the traffic through there with the cloverleaf. So yeah, what do we do here? Let's get these stations and pipes hooked up, and then we can decide on the line. So we've got one right here. Let's hook that around and start to bring it, maybe even on this side. Go right on that corner. Delete a business, that's fine. We'll come over to this corner. That makes sense. And then why don't we come down here? And we'll even go out to kind of the edge of our town next to the high school here. And let's get that all hooked up. That should give us some decent coverage. A straight pipe on that one. Curve out over here. We'll just get this one hooked in up there. It's a little sharp, but that should work. So if we bring this in, where do we want to bring this to? We could support kind of this side. I want to have a tunnel running through here, so let's do this real quick. Let's say we have a tunnel running like that, supporting that main avenue. A little bit wonky at the end, but how do we get that up into here? We want to curve this out a little bit. It's not too sharp. I want to try and merge basically through two tunnels to get from there to there. I think that would be good. What if we come up this way? It'll support this outer belt, and then we hook up through there? Maybe? Maybe we could do that? Let's see. See if this works. We come up to here before we curve back around. And we can stop at this metro. Let's see. Let's see if that works. I think that works. That should move some people. Let's see. So if we start here, our coastal stops. Down here, definitely could probably use another one there. We do have the highway connection here, though, so there's nobody really getting off there. But this will bring people into this metro station to then speed them back out. Either way, it should give some people an excuse not to drive, which is ultimately what we're going for. We'll take a look at the routes as they've had time to support some traffic. See which ones are really busy. So this one, you know, 1,000. Why does that have so many more passengers than the Park East line, especially? Which is running through a pretty serious area. Park East is up here. The green line on the right side of the park, it comes in from the bus station, it goes through commercial, it connects to the park and up into residential. It's not that popular of a line, so people are finding other ways to get where they want to get to. Hopefully it's not via car, but either way, that will at least reconnect some of this area down here. But they have a route to get into the city. We've got kind of all our displaced monuments or unique buildings over here. I do want to move the clock tower back into this area somewhere. Maybe right here if they'll let me. Do that. I think that's about where it was before. Let's get cemetery coverage back. Do that. We'll stop emptying it because it's empty. And then we'll come in here and throw a crematorium back. How's our coverage? Tons of availability. So this strip should fill back up as we have commercial demand. This one was working pretty good. And yeah, rezoning, that should fill in relatively soon, and it should be powered and watered. So we'll be good on that front. We do need to commit and find some more spaces for some IT cluster. I think that's going to help some of our commercial push here. And yeah, we'll be in a pretty good spot. So quick episode for today. I just wanted to get the ball rolling on the Let's Plays again. We'll be doing them again Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Gonna move the live stream to Saturday for Game of Thrones season at least. And yeah, we'll update the full schedule. Want to do some other videos. We've been talking about doing some other stuff for the channel, playing some other games, and of course we've got to find some horror games for Apple Buddy. And I've got some ideas on how we might do that. But if you've got suggestions for things that you want to see Apple Buddy play, we're definitely going to be doing that as a thank you for all the donations, for all the people that came out and made last night such a success. So again, thank you everybody in the community. If you do still want to donate, it is still open. You know, contribute what you can. If you can. If you can't, share and get the word out. It's always appreciated. Do I have the day mode off? I feel like it was getting... The sun was moving, but I don't think it is. Just me. So yeah, so if you did enjoy today's video, as always, likes, comments, shares, always appreciated. Help the channel a lot. If you're new here, subscribe. Hit the bell to get notifications, and we'll see you on Wednesday with the next Let's Play. Until then, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.